right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. Can you see Miss Coco? So, fair warning, you're going to see my black guinea pig. She is missing hair. She had to have surgery. So, if you see her and you're like, oh my God, what happened? Because she does look a little funny. That's why she has surgery. You're also going to notice little Miss Lady is going to be in this cage here beside me. So, you may see her. They are separate. So, the big girls can't get to her. She can't get to them. But that way, everyone is still together, so to speak. So we're going to get into a reading. I'm going to be honest with you. I've talked myself into doing this reading today. I have almost bullied myself. You should do this. This is what you need to be doing. You should be ashamed of yourself because you don't want to do a reading. And I thought that was very interesting. So I feel like the energy coming in for today is going to be very specific. And I feel that it could be something like you're not used to dealing with. So let's see. A lot of you could be dealing with a twin flame, okay? I have a feeling that I need to trigger warning this reading. I need to trigger warning. So I'm going to go ahead and say that. I have a huge feeling that this reading is not going to be for the faint of heart. There could be things that you might not want to hear. There could be things that you need to hear that's going to help you shift your view, your vision, your perspective. So let's see. A lot of you are remembering when you connected to whoever this person is that I'm bringing in. Because I kept hearing, I will always remember the day you kissed my lips, light as a feather. So you could have felt like this person made you feel like you were light as a feather. Life was worth living when you were with them, when you were in their presence. I told you, this reading's going to be hard. I feel like this energy's heavy. I'm getting a little bit of kind of like sulking. Some of you could be struggling with depressive episodes, depression. Or the person I'm bringing in could be finding themselves in a state of feeling very depressed. Someone here could be having a hard time controlling their mind, getting it to kind of come back to reality. A lot of you, you're carrying a heartbreak, a disappointment, a sadness, a burden that's not yours to carry. A lot of you have had someone in your life, whether it's been here recently or in the past, whatever, where you felt like this person broke your heart. And it's interesting because they broke your heart, yet you're the one yearning for them, craving them, crying for them, hoping and wishing that it could be fixed. Some of you need to detach from this person. Detach with love, but you need to emotionally detach and start caring for yourself. So that could be trying to not think about this person, trying to recognize it's not your fault that something crumbled. It's not your fault that this person didn't pick you. It's not your fault that this person decided not to give to you. A lot of you have internalized some sense of heartbreak and disappointment, and this is your message that you need to drop the burden. The denial here is you not recognizing that this is not your burden to carry. It's theirs to carry. They need to have the regret. They need to feel burdened. They need to feel like they missed out on something and they don't know if they can get it back. But if you're willing to carry that weight, that load, that luggage, they're never going to get that wisdom. They're never going to get to that point. The only reason we have such deep emotions, good emotions and bad emotions, is for us to be able to fully take advantage of the good moments when we have them. Imagine every single day is the same. You don't have a good day, you don't have a bad day. It's going to be really hard to appreciate those good days when they come. They're wanting you to detach from this person. See the truth about this situation. And see that it could be time for you to take a leap towards something different. So it doesn't mean a different lover, but for some of you, if this is love, they're asking you to take your energy away from it for a moment and go, okay, how can I balance myself? Because this isn't balancing me. This isn't helping me. If anything, it's making you feel like you're kind of like in a tornado. You're in this never-ending journey where you just want the pain to stop. You just want it to end. But it's because you have to detach from this person and see that it's time for you to make a move that you've been thinking about, but a move you maybe not wanted to make. For some of you, it's not focusing on this person. For some of you, it's giving up on this person. For some of you, it's recognizing that this person did break your heart and they haven't tried to come back to fix it. And some of you need to see the truth that you could be feeling like you need to do something different. And it's because the universe is pushing you to do something different. Some of you, this could be pushing you to a place of healing on a deeper level. This circumstance could also be making you see that there are wounds and things that you've not fully taken care of that need to be taken care of. So if you thought that maybe a past relationship did some damage on you and you thought that you healed, this circumstance could make you realize, oh, I healed, but this person hit me even deeper than I thought I could have been hit. So now I need to heal even more. I think this is just showing you that you need to maybe take a step back and focus on your mental health, your well-being, your emotional well-being, and that it's time for you to drop this burden. This heartbreak and this disappointment is not yours to carry. What's going on with this other person? Let's see what's going on with them. They could be feeling stuck in their life. They could be feeling like they make moves to then be pushed back. This could be someone who's trying to better their life, but they feel like they can't get out of the beginning stages. This could be someone who's feeling really stuck, stagnant, feeling like things aren't getting better for them. They could be thinking about reaching out to you. But if this is someone that they know that they made you feel a certain type of way based off of their actions, their behavior. I'm seeing the Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords. So that's someone who can detach their heart and show up in a way where their heart's not involved. It can make you feel like this person never loved you at all based off of how they showed up. So now that they want to maybe reach out, bump into you, see how you've been, they could be feeling the weight of their choices, but they don't feel the weight of this heartbreak, not like you do. So when you drop it, what's going to happen? A lot of you are scared to take a leap towards something new. Know that if you're scared to take a leap towards something new, it could be because you're not ready, and that's okay. If you are waiting for this person to come back with a new beginning, for everything to be made right, be fair, I think that you need to have an honest view with yourself. You need to be honest with yourself. Some of you, you're attached to someone who's attached to someone else, and that third party is their karma. But again, if you're waiting for this person to come back to build a new foundation, you have to ask yourself, why do you think that they're capable of coming back and building a new foundation when they broke your heart and didn't care? When they acted in a way that was so cold, so malicious, almost malice, that you even question, did you ever love me at all? Did you ever care at all? Oh my God, my throat went out. Did you ever like me at all? What do you need to know? That there are things here you don't know, that there are possible secrets, there are things going on you can't see. Yeah, again, a lot of you are going to get an apology. And see, this is what I'm saying. A lot of you are going to end up getting an apology. But I think what it is you have to recognize that even when this person brings in an apology or comes towards you, they're doing it because they're unhappy in their own life. So you're carrying a heartbreak and a disappointment. You're needing to drop the burden, but you're also needing to recognize that you're yearning for a future with someone who's going to come back because they're bored or they're not happy in their own life. Well, it's kind of like when a kid goes to college and they think they have it all figured out. Oh, I'm going to tell my mom and dad, I know what I'm doing. But then they come back 6 months later with their tail in between their leg. This isn't your kid though. This is a lover. This is someone you liked. This is someone you had a crush on. This is someone you were dating. This could have been someone you were married to. But what you're not seeing is that when they come back, it's because everything else failed. It's because nothing else worked out. Everything else they weren't happy with or they got bored with. And that's going to make you start feeling a different way as well. And again, that could be the things that you don't know or you don't see. Is that they have an apology. Give me a little bit more. See, this is what I'm saying. You're going to end up getting an apology from this person, and they're going to want a new beginning. Now, remember, the Ace of Pentacles come out sideways, so it's going to lack stability. They're going to say that they want new emotional experiences, but what you're not going to see is that nothing has changed, okay? Now, if there is a third party taking place, there are things going on that you don't see, things that you don't know, and that could be karma's twisted way of getting at this person. It's a little bit of like they broke your heart, so now they're getting their heart broken, but it's coming from people neither one of you want it to come from. You got your heart broken and disappointed by them, and you never wanted that to happen. Well, they could have then went and got disappointed or their heart broken by someone else. They didn't want that to happen either. So now what? This person could want to come back, but what you're not seeing is that they haven't changed. This person always has the tendency to be indecisive if victory and success is possible here. So this could be someone who is a little in and out, or someone who could want to come back, but they're not fully sure if this is going to be successful, if you guys can be victorious. So why do you need to know that this isn't your burden to carry? Because it's time for a cycle to be completed. It's time for you to go out, maybe have some fun. Some of you, if you've not been dating, they are wanting you to maybe open up, date, see what's out there. Yeah, a lot of you, this is them wanting you to close this chapter and to open yourself up to something more fulfilling, something that's going to align with you better. Why did they break your heart? Because this person had a lot of healing they needed to do. They could have wanted time away from you, to be honest with you. But instead of going on like a girls trip, boys trip, they kind of dipped out. Yeah, for some of you, this person could have broke your heart because they liked the honeymoon stage of a relationship. They could have, this reminds me, you know the people who get married right out of high school? And they're married for 15 years. And then they get divorced and you see them at the high school reunion. And you're like, wait, I thought we were almost in our 40s, but you're acting like you're 19. It's usually because they didn't go through that stage. They didn't get to party, have fun, live a little. They jumped right into building something that they feel like they're missing something. Some of you, you're attached to someone who wanted time away from you because they felt like they were missing something. They were missing this fun, this ability to create and really throw their passion everywhere, throw their passion in the wind. But I think what they're starting to recognize is that they could have made a bad decision and that there could have been a huge lesson that they're learning. A lesson around seeing reality for what it is. A lesson around, this could be someone who romanticized something when it wasn't the truth. They could have romanticized being single. They could have romanticized someone that they knew. everything's great until you get it. That new car's great until the transmission goes out at 20,000 miles because they don't make them like they used to. Buying a new home's great until that $3,000 mortgage hits and you go, holy cow, I'm glad we got a new home, but whoo, this is not fun. That's this person. And that's why this isn't your heartbreak to carry. This isn't your burden. If they fumbled a good person, that's on them. Okay? I do think that there is a lot of disappointment that's coming in divine timing around the fact that this person felt entitled to receive more than they were giving. Okay? So, I don't even know what to ask. How is this person feeling about you? Their view could be balancing out on how they view you. They could have had a very distorted perspective around you. Someone here could be showing up as they are not. Someone here could be lying, could be chasing a dream, a goal, a wish, but they could be doing it in a way where they're harming themselves. Whoever this person is so stubborn that they could be set in wanting something to work out for them. I want someone to pour into me. I want something to work out for me. It's about me being the winner. But then that could put them in an energy that's not the easiest to be around. There could also be an ending taking place. If there is a third party involved, someone will be getting single soon. Someone here doesn't want to be in a relationship, but could be doing it anyways. So this is either your person or a person that's attached to them, but someone is not who they seem to be. So much so that if they feel they're not getting what they asked for, they're out. Period. How is this person feeling? Feeling like they're listening to their intuition when it comes to future plans, but not recognizing that this is what I'm saying. Whoever you're dealing with is like, I know what I'm doing. It's fine. I'm in control. But what they're not recognizing is that they think they're listening to their intuition. They think that they're doing what they need to do to get them to the future that they want. But what they're not seeing is that they're actually making decisions to keep them stuck in a cycle that's going to keep getting them the same thing over and over again. So if this is a lover that broke your heart and you're carrying the burden asking why or how or just the confusion of it, you can't seem to understand it, they're telling you don't try to understand it. Just recognize that this person could have the tendency to put themselves in same circumstances because that's what they feel that they deserve. So they might have friends or lovers that they can't trust, who tell them one thing and do another. They do have someone connected to them that's not honest. Okay? Hold on. What does this person think about when they think about you? This person feels like you kind of haunt them. They could think about you a lot at night in their dreams. Yeah. There's something here about this relationship being toxic. This person isn't good for you. When this person thinks about this relationship with you, they felt like it was a tough relationship. But they also feel like they're stuck in their current life, in their current dynamic, in their current circumstances, and like they can't move on. And again, that's the lesson that they're learning. You could be attached to someone who, I don't want to say they love drama, but they have the tendency to find themselves in drama. They just happen to be in the middle of it. This person isn't good for you. This person could project an image that's not actually who they are. If this person is with someone else, they're trying to fix that relationship, although it's toxic. So let's say someone left you, broke up with you, hurt you. They could have went to someone else, because I'm saying it, but I'm saying that that relationship is very codependent. They feel like they can't live without one another, mainly because there are advantages. It could be financial, it could be sexual, it could just be nobody else knows me the way that you do, including the bad side. You don't like it, but you don't love it, but it's fine, you tolerate it. They could just be very codependent on one another, so much so that it's like, well, it doesn't matter what you did or what I did. We're going to fix it. We're going to go to counseling. We're going to go to therapy. I see that these two are going to end up separating because one person only cares about how they're viewed, their image. So let's say that this is, let me give an example. Let's say that this is a female. This could be a female who doesn't want to give up on someone. And this could also be a female who hasn't been around family or friends, because I heard, I guess you wonder where I've been. So this could be a female who's like ghosted or disappeared. What you're not seeing though is that this female could be wanting to make a relationship work with someone that she knows she shouldn't make it work with. Mainly because she doesn't want to look like she's had a failed relationship. It matters what her reputation is. So I don't care if it's constant drama. I don't care if I'm always losing sleep because this person's stealing my keys or cheating on me or doing all the things. We are going to come to an agreement and we're going to settle this dispute, period. Well, you could still be thinking, okay, but wait, I want you to come back to me. Why did you leave me? But what you're not saying is that this is some sort of like karma. This is some sort of lesson that she is needing to learn. Now, this could be a man. Let's say that this is a man in something. He could be in a relationship that is drama. But they don't want to let go of one another because there is a mutual benefit. It's not emotional though. It's not emotionally feeling. But both of them feel stuck and feel like they're kind of in between a rock and a hard place, and it's easier to stay put than to completely change their whole life. And one person could really dig their heels in more because it's like, but yeah, I don't want to have 3 marriages failed under my belt. I don't want to be the one who's a single parent to 2 kids. I don't want to, somebody could be feeling that way. And if you're the one waiting, what you're not saying is that they are going to end up breaking up. But even then, when this person comes back and apologizes to you, you need to see that there is something missing, okay? Yeah, walking away. See, that's what I was saying. Someone here could be watching you, if that's a possibility. Somebody could be feeling like you're taking care of yourself. You're doing good. You're doing well. Now, let's say that this is you and them. You could be needing to see that this person is not good for you. Let's say that there's nobody else involved. You could be needing to see that this relationship makes you feel very stuck, and that who this person shows up as and who they pretend to be are very different people. I think you and this person have had the tendency to settle any issues or disputes that you have, but I think what you're going to recognize is here coming up, this person's only going to go as far as they want to go. And when it comes to going all the way, that's not going to happen. This person could be someone who lies, who isn't necessarily honest. This person could be in the process of opening their heart, but your intuition could be telling you not to wait around for this person, especially if they did serve you some sort of heartbreak and disappointment, okay? Hold on. Let me, I want to see one of these. I want one of these. Let's see what this says. Someone here could be feeling really lonely. What is this person feeling for you? This person feels like you trigger them. This person feels like they're going to have to ask for your forgiveness and they're scared that you're not going to want to forgive them. This person likes to feel in control. That could be another thing your intuition's telling you, is that if this person's not in control or doesn't have the upper hand, they're never going to take the action they need to take, which again is why it's not your heartbreak to carry. They're wanting you to purge all the emotion that you're feeling, but also recognize that you shouldn't walk around and think about what could have been, what should have been, what if. This person chose to walk out. This person chose not to accept you, pursue you, go after you. And until they're ready to right their wrongs, they don't deserve to take space up in your heart or in your mind. And if they do, they're wanting you to learn the lesson that you learned at face value and recognize this person as who you see them to be right now. Now, that perspective can change in the future based on their actions, if they're willing to take it. I had someone comment the other day, I really wish you would quit making me feel so bad about my actions in the past. You only feel bad because you know you did wrong. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. But if something in my reading has triggered guilt, remorse, regret inside of you, it's because you know you did wrong and you know that you need to apologize. And you should. If you know you did wrong, apologize. This person could really like getting attention from others. It helps them feel wanted. Again, that's not your burden to carry though. It's not your burden to carry that your person has to have their ego stroked by other people. So much so that it led you to heartbreak and disappointment. It is their burden to carry. It's their burden to recognize that when they come in, they're going to want to maybe come to an agreement with you, and you could be at a different place of your life. You could be really focused on opening your heart, finding the perfect match for you. And a lot of you are going to feel a little less likely to open up to this person because you feel like it was so hard to move on from them. You don't see how this is going to be beneficial for you. I asked, why did they break your heart? Because they were not willing to move to a place of peace with you. They either didn't want to continue this forward or they never wanted to find peaceful grounds. They could have also not actually offered something substantial. This person could have needed to come in and offer to fix this, offer to get to a place of peace in this, offer some sort of movement forward, and they didn't. Again, that's their burden to carry. I think this is just reminding you that you showed up in a way that you should never regret. You did what you could. You loved like you should have. You gave as much as you should have, and that's all you can do. This person's going to be looking at a new beginning here coming up. And what they're going to recognize is that something in their life needs to end. They're going to gain the wisdom that they need in that. But they're also going to recognize that the person they feel they can have everything with, there's going to be a burden with that. Oh my God, what did I do? I want the white picket fence, the marriage, the power couple aspect. I want all of that. Uh-oh. That's what's going to happen here. And then this person's going to have to be honest with themselves about how stubborn they were, how their actions could have jeopardized something turning in a way that they deem fair. It's like this person is going to have to really come to terms with what they've done before they can approach you, which is why it's not your burden to carry. Because if you're willing to carry everything in this relationship and make it work when it shouldn't, this person's never going to learn valuable lessons and is going to continue to put you through the same thing over and over again, unless you're willing to take yourself out of it. And I think that's what's happening here. I came back to let you know, got a thing for you, and I can't let go. What'd I say? Some of you, there's someone here who's having to learn lessons the hard way. And while they're going to learn lessons the hard way, you got to focus on healing. You got to detach with love and see the truth. The truth is that you have to be done with this relationship until they bring a different version of themselves to the table. You can't keep eating with a ghost. Unless you're for that, I don't like it, but it's up to you. All right, I'm going to leave it here. See you guys soon.